Do you ever feel like your child experiences the world more deeply than others? If so, they might be highly sensitive. This trait affects up to 30% of the population, and understanding it is one of the greatest gifts you can give your highly sensitive child. Stay tuned as we explore the signs and traits of highly sensitive children so you can better support and understand yours. Hi, I'm Lydia Gillman, and welcome to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that many parents can relate to and is super close to my heart: identifying whether your child is highly sensitive. Both of my children are HSCs, or highly sensitive children, and because I also share this trait, it was pretty easy for me to pick up on. But it's not always so obvious, especially for those parents who don't share this characteristic. Let's start by understanding what high sensitivity is, also known as sensory processing sensitivity. This is not a disorder, but a reasonably common yet little known personality trait that affects up to 30% of us, including children. Highly sensitive children have a heightened sensitivity to stimuli in their environment, and there are several signs and behaviours that can help you identify them. Keep in mind that every child is unique, but these signs can help you discover if your child falls into this category. One of the first signs is emotional intensity. Highly sensitive children experience their emotions more deeply than others. They might cry easily or become deeply affected by sad situations or stories. Sign number 2 is overstimulation. HSCs can easily become overwhelmed, especially in noisy and chaotic situations, causing them to become irritable and seek solace. Sign number 3 is empathy and emotional reactions. Highly sensitive children tend to have a really strong sense of empathy and may feel deeply for others, even at a young age. Sign number 4 is perfectionism. Highly sensitive children tend to be perfectionists, striving for excellence in everything they do and often fearing criticism. And number 5 is sensory sensitivity. HSCs tend to be super sensitive to external sensory stimuli, such as bright lights, loud noises, and scratchy clothing. To best support our kids, it's important to understand things from a highly sensitive child's perspective. Imagine how overwhelming the world can be when you notice every tiny detail, feel everyone's feelings, and are bombarded by sensory input. It's like living in a world where the volume is turned up loud all the time. While this can be challenging, highly sensitive children come with incredible strengths as well. They tend to be highly creative, empathetic, and intuitive. It's important to recognize both the gifts and the challenges that come with being an HSC, for both your own sanity as a parent as well as the well-being of your child, setting them up to thrive and to harness this trait as the superpower that it really is. So, how can you support and nurture your highly sensitive child? Here are some practical tips. Number 1, create a calm environment. Establish a calm and structured home environment to help them feel safe. Number 2, emotional regulation. Help your child identify and manage their emotions through open conversation and coping strategies. Number 3, encourage open communication. Foster a special safe space with your child where they feel comfortable sharing their feelings and concerns. Number 4, find appropriate extracurricular activities. For highly sensitive children, it's really important to choose activities that align with your child's comfort levels as well as their interests. And lastly, number 5, avoid overscheduling. Highly sensitive children tend to be introverts and often need downtime, so be mindful not to overschedule their days. Being a highly sensitive child comes with its challenges, but it's also a beautiful and unique trait. Remember, you're not alone on this parenting journey, and understanding your highly sensitive child is a big step towards helping them thrive. I highly recommend reading a copy of this book, The Highly Sensitive Child, by Elaine Aron. And Elaine is the psychologist who coined the term highly sensitive child and highly sensitive person back in the mid-1990s. So I'll leave a link to the book in the description below in case you'd like to get your own copy. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments if there's an area of high sensitivity that you'd like to see a video on. See you next time.